Clickheads, the game show about Wikipedia that we promise isn't boring. Please welcome your hosts, Archie and Bretz.
Oh, here we go. Welcome to the first episode of Clickheads. My name's Archie.
My name is Bretz. This is the game show about Wikipedia that we promise isn't boring. I suppose we're trying to promise that.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever broken a promise before?
Might be dreadful. Heaps of promises.
Yeah, we all have, haven't we,
I
mate?
wore a promise ring and I took it straight off and dived into bed. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking
Remember the Jonas Brothers used to wear promise rings?
about. No, never a Jonas Brothers fan.
They said they'd wear promise rings so that they wouldn't have sexual relations until they were married.
Kind of like chastity belts for the finger.
In a way.
Yeah.
Like a little chastity belt. I was thinking about getting a chastity belt.
Really?
Not because of chastity, but because for nighttime, like an adult diaper, because I get so itchy in certain regions. And I was like, I need to get it. If I got a big steel chastity belt with a key, I wouldn't be able to stay up all night scratching.
That's so weird.
Anyway, nice to meet you.
Yeah, we thought we'd start off the podcast by telling you a bit about ourselves. So we actually host a radio show together here on the Sunshine Coast is where we're recording this. We do an afternoon drive show. We've worked together for a couple of years now, you and I, mate. What else should we tell you about us?
Archie, where are you from?
I grew up in Sydney for my whole life. Moved all around Australia to work in commercial radio from country New South Wales to Western Australia to London, where I met my wife, who now lives with me here on the sunny coast. Also did radio in Townsville, which is where we used to do our show together.
We were plonked together.
Yeah, we were set up on a blind date that ended up working out pretty well.
Pretty well.
But all the great relationships in my life have been setups. My
That's
wife,
so true.
Lucy, you.
Your British wife, Lucy, and you were set up
Yeah,
by your now brother-in-law.
that's correct. So
And-
I'm the married one on
Yes.
the podcast. And so, yeah, what about you, man?
My name is Bretz. I'm the unmarried one, and I am a stand-up comedian. I grew up in Brisbane. I've recently lived in Townsville, where I met you, and London. I was over there for a couple of years as well, just doing comedy and mucking around. And yeah, I host the Drive radio show at the Sunshine Coast here with Archie. And because radio is going perfectly and is in a great position and is definitely evolving, we decided, not out of any sort of desperation, to also start a podcast. And
We're the first people to do it.
first people to do
Yeah,
it.
it's great. It's this new platform. No one's talking about it.
We just thought 3 hours a day on the radio isn't enough of our
No.
own voice. I'll miss the ads. I'll miss Benson Boone. But we decided we wanted to give it a new go with this brand new game show, Clickheads.
Yes.
First episode. This is the game show about Wikipedia that we promise isn't boring. Now, Wikipedia, something that many of us have used. I'm going to go out on a limb and say most people have used.
Yeah, I think we've all used it before for sure.
Yeah.
Some might not even know when they're directed to their pages because you just Google stuff, you look things up on your phone, and then you end up somewhere. And we think that this is a bit of a pastime, what this podcast is. It's taking a high school game into the pod world.
That's right. When I was in high school, in class,
Did you have a lot of girlfriends back then?
did I have a lot of girlfriends in high school? Total girlfriends in high school,
Well, if you have to think about
5.
it. How do I verify that?
Phoebe, Grace,
You're just saying girls' names.
Georgia, Millie, Katie.
Yeah.
That's fine. What do you mean?
Well, they're actually, believe it or not, they're our first guests here on
Oh
the
my God.
podcast.
Oh.
Come on in, girls.
I don't think we have enough mics.
Millie. Oh, I love what you've done with your face. No.
Millie has a baby now.
Now, you
So-
used to, really? Shout out to Millie's baby.
Not mine. Just to get that out of the way.
So, when you're in high school, because I didn't actually play this in high school at all. Computers were only just becoming a thing when I was in high school. But you used to do this with your mates.
This is right. We would be in school and you want to play a game, not do your schoolwork. And if you're on Wikipedia, you can't get in trouble because you're researching. So we came up with a way of playing a game that involved Wikipedia. And what you would do, and that is the premise of this podcast, you started a page, random page, and using the hyperlinks alone, you had to get from that topic to a completely unrelated topic. So if I was to start at the iPhone, I had to get to Donald Duck.
Yep.
Using only hyperlinks. So we've sort of taken the spirit of that game and decided to do what no other guys have done before. Start a podcast about it.
It's. I can't believe we're the first two people to do it.
It's crazy.
It's unbelievable. But as Brett says, that's how this is going to work. And we've developed a couple of rules for our Wikipedia game called Clickheads.
That's right.
Rule number 1, we have to get from A to B within 5 clicks.
So 5 clicks only is what we have on the board. we can click on 5 of the little blue hyperlinks within an article, and with those 5 clicks, we must be at our final topic.
Which really means on the 4th page, we need to be there. We need to find that link. And now the other big rule, you can't click on a country at any time because that's a bit too easy.
We quickly realised playing this in high school that a very quick way to get to each topic was you just get to the top, the country, and then work backwards from there. So no countries allowed.
And we do have a booby trap.
We do.
And the booby trap is if at any moment on any page, on any hyperlink that we click on, if either of us read out or come across the name,
Rowan Atkinson,
a.k.a. Mr. Bean,
a.k.a. Johnny English.
Cribbit, he is... That's our booby trap. Game's over.
So, yeah, if by accident we read the name Rowan Atkinson, it's sort of like the golden snitch in Quidditch. The game is over. But unlike the golden snitch, it means we lose.
That's a Harry Potter reference?
It is indeed.
Yeah, okay. I thought you win if you get the snitch, right?
Well, not necessarily. You get 100 and... So, if you...
We deep diving on Harry Potter.
Thank you for asking. If you catch the golden snitch, the game is over and you get 150 points. So more often than not, if you catch the snitch, you win. But there have been circumstances where the team that caught the snitch still lost because they were so behind already. So if you're behind by 150 points and you still catch the snitch, game's over.
Okay.
But you didn't win.
Right, okay. So
now you're kind of caught up on Quidditch.
So now have I basically seen Harry Potter because I haven't seen all of them?
There's a few other things that happen.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, right.
When crazy you just haven't seen all the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah, well.
Stunning lack of curiosity.
I'm actually walking out of this podcast to do a Harry Potter one after. So,
Are you?
Yeah, I've got quite a chockers day, actually.
What's that called?
It's called The Name You Can't Say.
Oh.
And
The podcast that...
Did he have alopecia?
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty good. I will give it to you. The podcast that can't be named is a good Harry Potter fan podcast name.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was surprised I was the first guest on it lined up too, but
you might want to patent that quickly because a lot of these Potterheads out there, I got to admit, they're
potheads.
They're litigious.
That's a good pun for a podcast head.
Potheads themselves not that litigious. Though that could be another good Harry Potter podcast. Potheads.
Potheads.
Hello, welcome to Potheads.
Reckon you just get really baked and then you start listening to that? This is the podcast we recommend you get super high for before listening to.
Expelliarmus did.
I didn't get it.
Okay. This is
we're getting off track.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Harry Potter.
Accio Bong. That would be that's how they'd get the bong.
What's the other one? British Petroleum. Is that the other one?
British Petroleum.
Or is that the name? That's BP.
That's BP.
Okay, I was just joking. I'm just joshing.
We're just joshing.
I knew that.
We're obviously just joshing.
Okay. We got 5 clicks. We got to get from A to B, 2 completely unrelated topics. And for our first episode.
Well, important thing you haven't mentioned, we get half an hour.
Oh, yeah, that's important too. Yeah.
30 minutes on the clock.
Yes.
So we've got 5 clicks, 30 minutes, no countries. And if we come across Rowan Atkinson, the game is over. Why Rowan Atkinson, you might ask? We've been asking the same thing.
Yeah, don't ask silly questions, all right?
Yeah, no questions on this pod.
But if you've got a theory, you can always let us know. And hopefully over time, that theory, maybe there'll be a bit of, flesh to that meat. But shall we announce the 2 places that we would like to get to today on the first edition here of Clickheads?
So the Wikipedia page we will be starting on, Louis Theroux, British documentarian, most recently on Netflix.
Yep.
Making a documentary called Inside the Manosphere.
Yeah.
Which, Archie, you were just saying off air, you were like, I can't believe Louis Theroux took advantage of those nice young men. Which I thought was wild to say.
Those guys, I just feel like life's been really unfair to them.
And they're entrepreneurs.
Oh, they are.
Oh, I'm sorry. So we're trying to discourage hard work amongst our young men.
Well, you see, if you watch the documentary, you know that he is really just trying to highlight the fantastic lifestyle of them.
Oh,
and all of their beliefs.
I heard it was a paid ad. I heard the Manosphere got in touch with Louis and they were like, we'd like to do some SponCon.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm in.
They're big on that stuff.
I love that stuff. So we're going to get from Louis Theroux in 5 clicks. We need to get to popular Mexican food chain, at least here in Australia, Guzman Y Gomez.
Do you say Guzzy Gomez?
I just say Guzzy.
Yep.
Or actually, more often than not, I just say Guzman.
Really, your full name it?
Just, I'm going to go get Guzman.
With Lucy, who's my partner.
Wife?
If either...
Wife?
Yeah, she's my wife, yeah.
Why'd you say partner?
Because you always give me shit when I say my wife.
But surely a partner's a different thing to a wife.
Yeah, but honestly, it's because you give me shit.
If someone said to me...
I knew you would say it. As soon as I said, oh, my wife Lucy, you'd probably do the whole Borat thing.
My wife?
Yeah, there we go. You can't help it. It's a natural reflex for
I don't
you.
have that many friends with wives, and it's still really exciting to get to hear you say these
But
things.
it's our Thursday night tradition. Not at the moment because, we're trying to lay off the
Do you do this with your partner or your wife? Because
They're definitely mutually the same thing.
oh, okay.
I believe they are.
I wonder
But-
if Guzman and Gomez were married, like the guys.
I'm just waiting for them to have a falling out.
Oh, like Kyle and Jack.
Yes.
Yeah. That would be like if Gomez was like, I can no longer work with Guzman. and then I don't know, the fast food body are like, well, we rescind your contract and we're also saying that Guzman committed a serious breach because he kept pissing in the avocados. Hey,
They do say they're very fresh.
Hey Guzman, what are you doing? You're pissing in the guac?
Do you
He
reckon
goes, it's funny, bro?
Do you reckon if it's in their contract that if they ever have a dispute, like what happens to the name?
Oh, well, I could see it cool where like they have solo careers. So they split and then it's like, hey, come to Guzman's piss guac. The guac has piss in it.
I don't think the
And
piss
everyone's like,
guac.
I don't know about that, Guzman. I don't think that's good. And Gomez is like, hey, come to me.
We don't piss in our
We
food.
don't piss in the
And that's their
food.
big USP over their old rival.
Gomez, we don't piss in our food. And
Yeah.
Guzman's like, well, I'm Mexican for the freaks.
And what about why?
Kinky
It's
Mexican.
Guzman Y. What about what's Y going to do?
Oh,
No one ever thinks of Y.
Why?
Mm.
Well, I don't know. I think why he'll just go back to the alphabet. He'll just be like, I was second last in the alphabet. I dreamed big. I wanted to become part of something, a trio, but now I'm back here.
You know what's so funny about Guzman and Gomez is I always just say Guzman and Gomez. There are some people say Guzman Y Gomez.
Well, that's racist.
A lot of people say that.
I bet
though.
none of the people you've heard say that are Mexican.
Oh no,
I'm sure they're like,
I don't think a Mexican person's ever even eaten their food.
girls from Eastern Sydney would be like Guzman Y Gomez.
You want some Guzman Y?
They're like straight girls who go to Mardi Gras. And they're like, how good am I?
We're progressive.
Yeah. How good am I?
We're part of the movement. We're an ally.
Ally. Are you an ally of Mexican food?
Yes, I am.
Well, we'll discuss that and
Yes,
more.
yes.
So we have 5 clicks to get into it. We do encourage you to play along at home as well. If you've got your phone on you can go on Wikipedia. So right now, 30 minutes is on the clock.
Yep.
This is an iconic moment. This is the first ever game of Clickheads. This is probably how everyone felt before the first game of billiards many, many years ago.
Or Cluedo.
Or Cluedo.
Now, so we're going from Louis Theroux. In 5 clicks, we have to get to Guzman and Gomez, or Guzman Y Gomez, or Guzzy, or just Guz, I piss on my food Gomez.
Anything that, whatever, let's not yuck anyone's yum in terms
No.
of urination and guacamole.
Bretz, before we hit the 30-minute countdown, though, we want to start off the pod by explaining strategy on how we each believe we're going to get there, because we have to work as a team, lock in clicks together. What's your strategy to get from Louis Theroux to Guzman Y Gomez?
I'm honestly pretty stumped. I think we probably need...
You sound like somebody else trying to do something big without a strategy right now that affects everything.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. There's no strategy.
If we don't pull this off, I will bomb the nuclear power plants in 48. If within 48 hours I've not made it to the Guzman and Gomez page, I will. The Strait of Hormuz will not open, or the Strait of Hormuz, as I'm sure many people have pointed out. I imagine I'm going to try and get from Louis Theroux to an Australian of any variety. Because this is the tricky thing. Have any celebrities in the way that, like, I don't know, Hamish Blake was the ambassador for Hertz for a long time.
Well, they're doing Subway.
Who's doing Subway?
Hamish and Andy.
That's a tough act to follow in terms of, I don't know if I'm Hamish and Andy, who I adore, I don't know if I want to be a Subway ambassador just considering their track record of selecting ambassadors. Remember Chris Fogel?
You mean Jared?
Jared Fogel. Yeah, sorry. I was using his witness protection name.
The original Subway guy.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, well, we won't get into that because he did some pretty gnarly stuff. But yeah, they're like talking.
He's a pedophile.
They're talking footlongs in the ads, so they're not physically in the ad.
Fogel.
No, Hamish and Andy.
Fogel was talking footlongs.
If you were a talking footlong, what would you be?
If I was a talking,
If you had to be one of
so
the
you're saying
sandwiches at
Hamish and
Subway.
Andy, the voices of yes, I have seen this ad of the movies.
It's just like imagine a still photo of a meatball sub, and it's Hamish going, "Hey, you want to eat me?"
oh God, I can't believe on episode 1 we got Archie's famous Hamish Blake impression.
Well, no, you sound like Hamish Blake.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Okay.
I've grown up my whole life trying to shake that.
Well, I've just dropped it on episode 1.
Oh no, g'day Arch. Oh, that's crazy, Ando. Ando, no.
No, just talk normally is how you
What do
sound it. Your normal voice sounds like him.
That's not true.
It is. No, we're supposed to be a team.
We're a team, come
Let's
on.
line up. Yeah, so you're wondering if there's an Australian who's ever done an endorsement of Guzman Y Gomez. I don't think there has been.
That's my issue. I don't know how we're going to get there because they don't do celebrity endorsements as much. That's what I'm scared about.
Bloody annoying. If you're watching this, the marketing team at Guzman Y Gomez, can you just start
Yeah.
endorsing it? I don't think your product's popular enough yet.
And we're happy to do it.
Yeah, we are.
So what do you think? Do you have a strategy?
I feel like Louis Theroux's done some, he goes deep into these subcultures and he, sheds a light on dark corners of the world.
Subway cultures.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if he's done anything with Mexicans or cartels. I know that I don't think we're going to get from a Mexican cartel to Guzman Y Gomez.
You reckon the cartel are like, God, I'm so hungry from trafficking fentanyl. You know what I could use right now? Some nacho fries.
I'm pretty sure that the fast food of choice for the cartels is Guzman Y Gomez.
I've heard
They're experts at importing and exporting narcotics, and they also import Guzman Y Gomez.
I mean, listen, I'll tell you this. Not that I've tried meth that recently, but I'd wager that Guzman Y Gomez is as, if not more addictive than crystal meth.
Well, yeah.
Is Guzman Y Gomez more addictive than crystal meth? You'd have to think so.
I mean, it's one of the great questions.
It is indeed. Do they put paprika on crystal meth?
They're putting something in there that's addictive.
Actually, if you found that out, just crystal meth, everyone was like, what makes it so addictive? And they're like, oh, paprika and a bit of chicken salt. It's just the same as everything. Don't overthink it.
Oh, I could see it.
Well,
look, I don't think the cartels are going to be the best way to get there. We do have to somehow get to Australia without clicking onto a country.
I reckon we just dive in.
Yeah,
I
I
reckon
think we'd
it's
have
time.
to. So virtually we've spent minutes talking about no strategy.
That's right. So, for the first ever game of Clickheads, the Wikipedia game show that we promise isn't boring, we now have 30 minutes remaining.
30 minutes remaining.
Countdown's officially started, and we're on Louis Theroux's.
Okay. So we're looking at Louis Theroux, and I might just say, and this doesn't mean much to anyone but me, Louis Theroux doesn't look unlike my dad.
Oh, very good look-alike to
What do
your
you
dad,
reckon?
Paul. Yes.
Bit of a doppelganger?
Have you ever said that before?
I don't know if I have. That might be a fresh discovery.
They are. Now I'm thinking that, did your dad actually create the Manosphere documentary that I recently watched?
Nah, maybe. I'm sure he's. I don't think my dad's as into that world as you might suspect. I've immediately noticed in the first bit of the Louis Theroux, the New Yorker.
Okay.
Now, the New Yorker described Theroux's work as a piercingly humane, slyly funny guide through the funkier passages of American culture. Odd use of funky. Could the New Yorker immediately get us to, I guess we can't get to Mexico because we can't click on countries. Now, I don't want to, the BBC is here. Now, I immediately, red flags, I do not want to click on the BBC because that involves Rowan Atkinson. I believe the BBC were behind Blackadder, Mr. Bean, other things that Rowan Atkinson's been involved with. I would be terrified of clicking on the BBC. I think we avoid it.
I think that's a very good strategy. We would want to bomb out immediately.
Yeah.
Now, there is a hyperlink under one of his documentaries he did was Louis Theroux's Weird Weekends. He interviewed subcultures such as survivalists, black nationalists, white supremacists, and porn stars.
Sounds like your schoolie's room.
All of those are hyperlinks. Any of them getting us closer to Guzman Y Gomez? Porn stars? What do you reckon?
Is there a famous porn star? I know that Angela White is a famous porn star, and she's Australian. Is that right?
I don't know, mate. I don't watch the stuff.
Well, you can't anymore, can you? You need a VPN. God forbid we get one of those working.
You'd know, mate. Just quickly, haven't spoken about this on the radio show that we do together, but God, what would you say has been the biggest rival to Pornhub now that it's banned in Australia? Who is the next in line who has just gone, their bandwidth has just gone through the roof?
Women's Weekly.
You reckon the Women's Weekly website?
No, magazine.
You reckon people are going back? That's how bad
Why
it
do you
is.
think so many young prepubescent men are hanging out in dentist's office? They're scooping up women's weeklies from 2009. They're being like, ooh, Jennifer Aniston does have a flat tummy. There's a bit of that stuff going on.
I
I
think
reckon people are going. The kids are going analog.
So you
it's
reckon
like vinyl.
the circulation of the Women's Weekly has gone up ever since Pornhub got banned in Australia? You're willing to attach your name to that statement?
I think the jerkulation of the Women's Weekly has
very
gone up.
good.
Am I right, folks?
Pretty good.
Goodness gracious.
Can we just say Louis Theroux's Wikipedia page is actually not very long,
It's shorter than I would expect.
which
I don't
is
mind.
deeply frustrating.
I think for entertainment value, kind of fun to go straight to porn stars and see if we can get. Like, what if we just clicked on the porn stars and it was like, Ava Adams' favourite food, of course, being burritos. She practiced her craft on burritos as a young person.
I'm not willing to lock in a click just yet.
Okay, because we've used 3.5 minutes, so we do have
We've still got a bit of time.
tiny bit of time.
I'm reading about, he's obviously, if you're not too familiar, Louis Theroux is the guy behind the very viral audio clip of "My money don't jiggle jiggle, it rolls." And there is a hyperlink to Jiggle Jiggle, which is a 2022 single by British-American journalist Louis Theroux.
Again, this is so hard because Guzman Y Gomez are such a new brand, and they're such a sleek brand. There's not like an ad. Firstly, I don't even know if they have ads on TV. But secondly, it's not like Guzman Y Gomez have an ad that comes on and it's like, like KFC have, "I don't care, I love it." It's not like we have a Guzman Y Gomez song that comes on and it's like, "The way you're making me feel." And we can because I can see Michael Jackson.
Yes. Now, I knew this would come up. COVID-19 pandemic, there's a hyperlink there because during the pandemic, he started the BBC Radio 4 podcast Grounded with Louis Theroux from his home. Now, hear me out. Strategy. COVID-19, we go to that. Who had one of the harshest lockdowns in the world? Melbourne.
Yeah.
Right?
Can we click on Melbourne?
Well, it's not a country. It's a city. I think that a city's okay.
I like COVID-19.
What, as a concept or as a hyperlink?
Listen, I'll say it. I know we lost a lot of good people, but God, I could use 3 days at home. I would love a little baby lockdown right now. Just a teeny tiny one.
Okay.
Would you like to microdose another little lockdown?
Well, they're talking about it here in Australia because of the fuel crisis. They're saying, let's go back to work to home orders.
I'm just saying, I watched heaps of great films. I learned more about meditation. And there was a really good permission structure to get lots of
Things done.
Delivery food. And that's where I want to go to.
Bear in mind, Bretz, we go back into lockdown, no more Pornhub.
Yeah, true.
It is, and are you topped up on your Women's Weekly supply?
My subscription is in the mail, and I'm concerned. Well, okay, we go to COVID-19.
Yep.
Do you think there would be a part of COVID-19 talking about some of the businesses that benefited most, i.e. Zoom had massive, huge amounts of like mask companies? Could there be like something like delivery apps like Uber Eats experienced a boom? If we went to Uber Eats, surely they would be like, and of course, one of the great chains on Uber Eats, Guzman Y Gomez.
I don't think
COVID, I think, opens up two avenues.
Okay, what do we think is the page that will have Guzman Y Gomez on it before it? So what page is going to provide the hyperlink to Guzman Y Gomez?
Potentially Uber Eats.
Uber Eats, it's a worldwide. I mean, they're not going to list every single chain they deliver to.
Well, they should.
Well, okay, but we're not here to discuss what they should do. We're here to discuss strategy.
So true. That is annoying.
We need to...
What was your original COVID-19 thought that could get us to
Melbourne.
And you think Melbourne...
Well, it's...
You reckon Melbourne's Wikipedia page has mention of Guzman Y Gomez?
No, I'm just trying to think. It is an Australian... Oh, actually, they've just launched in America, but it is predominantly an Australian fast food chain.
I've just been living in the UK for a couple of years. Archie, you've lived in the UK as well. That's just a bit of history about the two of us. Every single Australian living overseas, you ask, what do you miss? They say Guzman Y Gomez.
Yeah, okay. So it's a very Australian thing.
It's crazy to me that they haven't launched in, at the very least, London.
But again, can I just go back to that question of what do you reckon is going to be the page before Guzman Y Gomez? They've never had a scandal.
Mate, we could go round and round. I
We
think
could.
We've
only got 30 minutes.
Let's click on COVID.
We're doing COVID.
Where's COVID-19?
If you go down to podcasts that he's done, you will see COVID-19. I have clicked. I have made a click.
4 clicks remaining.
There we go. We've just made our first click in the history of Clickheads, and it was to COVID-19.
Wow. Now, we have gone to the COVID. Now, are you on the COVID-19 lockdowns page?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I click
That's
on-
interesting that has its own page.
Yes, it is. And that's why I think.
Now, I'm immediately scanning through. I love that. You know when movies come out and the Wikipedia page has a subtitle for reception? COVID-19 lockdowns has a subheading called reception, as in like how it was received. Not that well, I would have thought. How was COVID-19 received? What were the reviews?
Okay, bro. Here we go.
I'm
Okay.
seeing protests.
So scrolling down maybe 2-3 paragraphs says the stringent lockdown in Hubei in early 2020 proved effective, blah, 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 blah. But as you get down, there is a sentence that says this zero community transmission approach was adapted in Australia and a strict 4-month lockdown in the hyperlink state of Victoria. During an outbreak in Melbourne, frustratingly, there's no hyperlink on Melbourne, combined with other measures, averted a wider outbreak in the country in 2020. Now, there is a hyperlink to, now it says state of Victoria, and that is actually a hyperlink to the COVID-19 pandemic in Australia. So it's not necessarily.
I think we can use the COVID-19 lockdown in Australia specifically.
Right.
That seems okay to me.
Okay, I'm just having more of a read. Yeah, obviously a lot of countries on this page. I don't think Guzman Y Gomez.
Mental health costs has a Wikipedia page. The COVID-19's mental health costs has a page. Could that be like people were so depressed that they just gouged out on nachos? It seems like a long shot. Also, mate, hate to bring panic. I know we've already used one click, but
20 minutes remaining.
God, it really creeps up on you.
creeps up on you.
30 minutes. Okay.
Much like Guzman the next day when you go to the bathroom. It creeps up on you. Ooh, was
Now-
spicier than I thought. World Food Program. Food security. I doubt that's probably more in relation to like grain and barley than it is
I suspect so.
guacamole and
There's multiple hyperlinks on this page to the COVID-19 pandemic in
Oh, bro.
Australia. What do you got?
I found like Greater Sydney. Go into table of pandemic lockdowns and it's just lists of cities, not countries. So when you scroll down within this table, it's everything.
Oh, blimey. Even our old place where we met, Townsville.
Townsville is where we did a radio show together before we started pivoting into the world of podcasting.
If you had said to me we could get from Louis Theroux to Townsville with just one click, that would have been very impressive.
But do we go somewhere, like look at this.
Oh, my God.
There is a hyperlink to Dubbo and Tamworth. Now, if we went somewhere small in Australia, is there a risk that, like, is Dubbo a big enough place that they've got a Guzman? Does Dubbo have a Guzman?
That's the question.
Because that would be on there. I reckon there's not that much. Dubbo to be like, what have we got? The zoo.
Well, and the jail. They got a big jail there, Dubbo Jail.
They've got a zoo, they've got a jail, they've got a Guzman. Have they got a Guzman?
And you know why I'm...
Those zookeepers got to get something for dinner.
When you and I were in a very regional place recently, Charters Towers, about 90 minutes inland in Queensland, when we started talking in the middle of a cricket field about the fact that there was going to be a KFC in Charters Towers, that almost stopped play.
And what did
That
they
was
say?
a big deal.
And Charters Towers being like a 90-minute drive from Townsville, we said, what do you guys get whenever you go to the Big Smoke? The unanimous answer, Guzman Y Gomez.
So, okay, we've somehow managed to get to a complete list of almost every single Australian city.
Does that feel wrong?
It feels a little wrong.
Does it feel wrong to be... Listen, this is the first episode. It's the first time we've ever played this. We will consult with the clickheads, of which you are one for listening, whether we should expand the country restriction to cities. But as it stands right now, it's like 6 again, all rule changes in the NRL. We can't just start predicting what the rules are going to be and start playing by them. We have to play by the rules we've set right now.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I think for our first episode, I think it's okay if we go into a city.
Do we take a punt? Okay, mid-coast. You've got to tell me the mid-coast has a Guzman.
Are you preferring to go to that rather than like to Melbourne, like a massive city?
I just think somewhere like Melbourne, there's so much to talk about. It wouldn't really be that notable that they have Guzmans. But if Dubbo has a Guzman, that's like the best thing to ever happen to them. That's bigger than the zoo. I'd feel bad for the revenue at the zoo. There'd be hippos sitting around being like, where are the tourists? I'm a hippo. Where are the tourists?
But where's...
They are all eating paprika chips and soft serve, which Guzman also randomly do.
It's a big risk though, mate.
It's a massive risk, but that's why this is a game show.
So,
Because we've got...
So are you looking at mid-coast? I mean, it's so vague. It's just part of New South Wales. It's like I'd prefer it if we clicked on Ballina, Tamworth, Dubbo.
My best mate Toby got married in Tamworth, and I'm racking my brain. I've never seen a higher concentration of fast food. I'm not making this up. Everyone noted, they were like, are there like 4 McDonald's in Tamworth? The place is drowning in fast food.
I thought that when we first moved to Townsville. I thought there was way too many Maccas there, but then after I lived there for a while, I was like, oh no, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is there, oh, this is killing me. Maybe I'm gaslighting myself right now. or guzlighting myself because I sincerely remember having a burrito in Tamworth. But I might have made that up. When at the wedding would I have time for a burrito? I'm not just ducking. I was the MC of this damn wedding. I wasn't just ducking off for a burrito. But maybe I did.
They ever do any like at the Tamworth Country Music Festival, which is their biggest deal, they ever do a Mexican section of that?
I don't know if country music and Mexico have a huge overlap.
Well, I mean, maybe that's the new genre that it's been missing.
Who's your favourite Mexican country and Western singer?
Daddy Yankee.
Oh, yeah.
Don't they do Gasolina? That song's making a huge resurgence right now. It actually is, mate.
Is it?
I think it actually is.
Because of like, people want some.
Yeah.
Tell me about gasolina.
Gasolina. I challenge anyone listening to name one other lyric in that song.
Imagine like the Tamworth Country Music Festival board come out and they're like, hey guys, unfortunately, Luke Coombs had to drop out, but we have managed to source Daddy Yankee in a huge comeback.
I think that would bring the house down. Nay, the guitar down.
Imagine just
they got the big guitar there.
They do have a big guitar. Imagine just seeing like all these like old boomers in their like
I could see people
in their flannels and their country hats like line dancing and like, tell me about gasolina.
And then,
talking about gasolina.
You telling me
that up, daddy up, Lena.
There'd be people who'd had jerry cans on the back of their utes and they'd be pouring it over themselves, dancing to Daddy Yankee's Gasolina.
This is fun.
Yeah.
I feel like we should pivot this podcast into being a Mexican country music podcast after one episode. Okay, well why don't we go somewhere, bro? Why don't we go to Cairns region? Cairns will have one.
Yeah, they've definitely got a Guzzy up in Cairns.
Should we just do it?
Yep, I've got to find it.
We're going.
Oh my God.
We're doing it?
Make our second click.
You ready?
Yeah, wait, hang on. Is there a link for Cairns?
There's Cairns region. Yeah, I got it. I can't see it. It's in the table of pandemic lockdowns. It's between Armidale and Yarrabah. There seems to be no real
by the way, we
should
probably tell you I found it. We are not allowed to use Control F.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually very important.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's taken 32 minutes to tell you that.
Important rule, we cannot use Control F. That's cheating. All right, we ready?
Yep, Cairns region.
3 clicks remaining.
All right, we are now into the Cairns region, which is a local government area in far north Queensland. It is centred in the regional city of Cairns, established in 2008 by the amalgamation of the Shire of Douglas and the city of Cairns. There's a bit of facts about Cairns for you. Shove it in your gob.
Okay. Immediate disaster.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's a terribly small page.
There's nothing going on here. There's like election results, past councillors.
This serves us right for clicking on a city.
Hang on. But we haven't clicked on a city.
No.
This is the Cairns
clicked
region.
on a region.
Which is the local government area, not... So we could just click on Cairns.
Yeah, but...
Let's just quickly click on...
Just whoa. Pump the gas, okay? We're going to make our third click to Cairns.
How many have we got right now? We've got 3 clicks remaining. We've used 2.
Yep.
So I think if we click on Cairns, that leaves us with 2. I'm going to take a punt and say the place for Cairns has Guzman Y Gomez on it. I reckon the page for Cairns might have Guzman Y Gomez on it.
God, that is so risky. I suppose we were supposed to be there right now.
We're supposed to be there right now.
So when we do this, there'll be 2 clicks remaining.
We've got 2 clicks remaining after this.
Just having a quick squiz just before. I know we're trying to get some time back. Yeah, it's very political. I don't believe any of these politicians used to work for Guzman Y Gomez.
It's not old enough. It's not
No.
old enough for anyone to have used to work at Guzman Y Gomez. Everyone who's currently working at Guzman Y Gomez is the original staff.
All right, so you want to click on City of Cairns?
Let's just do it.
All right.
All right.
2 clicks remaining.
So we're looking good on time. We've still 18 minutes have passed. We've got 12 minutes on time, but we only have 2 clicks remaining. Now,
Which means, Brett, that the next page that we decide to click on has to have a hyperlink to Guzman y Gomez.
Or this one will have Guzman. Now, I'm scrolling through. There's a lot about the climate, facilities, heritage listings. I very much doubt that there is a heritage listing. Tourism, commercial. Okay, Cairns Central. So several shopping centres of various sizes are located throughout Cairns. The largest of these are Cairns Central and DFO. Now, DFO and Cairns Central are the only ones with hyperlinks. So,
Well, no, actually, every single suburban locality has got a hyperlink if you scroll a little bit further down.
yeah, but do you know which locality has a Guzman?
Well, I've been there so many times, and
How many times have you been to Cairns?
I reckon I've been about 5 times,
Why'd you go so many times?
usually to go out to the reef,
Oh, of course.
Great Barrier Reef.
Jeez, you're a reef head.
I was.
You're a reefer addict.
Went scuba diving a couple of times out there.
Oh, yeah.
You ever been scuba diving?
I haven't.
Oh.
I've been skydiving.
Do you reckon you could not panic underwater?
Yeah, I'd be all right.
You reckon?
I'm asthmatic, so like the scuba people get concerned about that.
Yeah, they're not too. You know what's crazy though? The first time I went scuba diving, did on Magnetic Island, 3-day course, right?
I was gonna do that with you.
Yeah.
Why
And you
didn't-
fucked off to England?
Yeah, I did. I
Dog.
didn't do any scuba diving over there.
Used to muff diving.
That's so crude.
Fuck off.
Wow, man. Here we are. Here we are.
I've heard the stories, mate.
Oh, really?
I've heard them, mate.
Well, here we are with only
10 minutes remaining.
Oh, jeez, I hate how that guy keeps cutting in. Yeah, so the second time when I did it, you'd think all those safety things that you need to be across to be underwater by 12 to 15 meters, it was the quickest. You guys done scuba diving before? Yeah. We've got the app that shows it. All right, cool. 2 minute of instructions and then let's get in the water.
Oh, really?
It was crazy.
You know, now that you mentioned it, I have scuba dived in my mate Jimmy's pool.
Like you had a tank on and everything.
Mate, everything. His dad was real into it. He's like, you guys want to scuba dive in the pool at Sanford?
Well, that's how you practice.
I was like, yeah, go for it. It was fun.
Yeah, it is really fun.
There were no fish or anything. I was like, you could have at least gone to Pet Barn and picked up a few goldfish to give us something to look at.
He gave you free oxygen, mate. That shit's expensive.
How often are you paying for oxygen?
Well, it's part of the package when you go scuba diving.
Here's one. Walk outside, bro.
Oh,
Bit of free oxygen for you, mate.
doesn't work under the water, mate.
Doesn't it?
No oxygen down there.
Under the water.
Well, that's why you got the tank on.
Would you say skydiving is like dry scuba diving? Because in many ways you're doing both. You're floating for a bit.
Yeah. It's
Like
not.
scuba diving is wet skydiving. There's a take. Clip that up.
Is it?
That's what I want put on the socials for this first episode.
You don't want the muff diving comment?
You can put that on your own socials, not on the Clickheads Pod Instagram, which you can follow now, of course. So we've got 9 minutes here.
Yeah.
2 clicks remaining, and I'm looking. Do we take a massive punt? I feel like Cairns Central is pretty likely to have. Okay, within the CBD, but is that just a page for? Yeah, just a general central business district.
You're in the city of Cairns, right?
I'm on the city of Cairns.
Yeah, okay. Just check we're on the same thing.
Does the Cairns International Airport have a Guzman? Guzman's not showing up in airports that much, is it? I feel like Mad Mex still has got that contract.
Yes, they've got the exclusivity for all Australian domestic airports.
God, what an absolute shocker for Mad Mex. Because Zambrero still has its supporters, one of them sitting across from me. Can't believe you like Zambrero.
Oh, it's just every now and then I'll go there
Okay.
if it's close.
But you're not out here saying it's better than Guzman.
Oh, definitely not.
So I was talking to a girl at a bowling alley, and she
Is
said,
that where you're going to pick up these days?
yeah, man.
Jeez, how's that going?
It's easy.
You're off the apps.
'cause it's
You're in the
easier-
alleys.
Well, I've gone from sliding into DMs to sliding down the lane, baby. Those quirky little shoes. I'm just slapping my way through the females of the Sunny Coast.
If you were trying to pick up a girl at a bowling alley, you would have to have the bumpers down. I don't think any girl's going for a bloke with bumpers up.
Or is she like he uses protection?
I think they like, you know what? It's quite a
Because the bumpers are the condom of the bowling lane.
yeah, but also going bowling is a good way to see how good you are with your fingers.
Like getting them in holes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit cruder episode than I thought.
Yeah.
This is really, for context, we host a radio show between 3 and 6 p.m. and we're not allowed to say things like muff.
Yeah. So we're just trying to get it out of our system.
That's right.
Geez, you know what I've just found in my pocket?
What's that, man?
This is these are dog bags.
Oh, like little poo bags.
Yes.
Wow.
I just thought if the podcast is shit,
You can pick it up.
there we go.
Were they just on your person?
I put them in my pocket every morning because I walk the dog with these.
Is it deranged behaviour to have doggy bags on you without your dog?
Only.
I think it's crazy that there's no dog around.
It's equally weird because these ones actually have shit in them as well. So I don't know why I've tied them up.
I was wondering
and
what was running down your
yeah,
leg.
Yeah, it's very warm. And actually, it's
I
like
just
a
thought
leg
you were
warmer.
getting nervous about the 7 minutes we have remaining.
And thank you very much for not making any comment about the smell in here after 40 minutes.
That's all right, man.
All right, so we're looking at the City of Cairns page. We are digressing just a little bit.
We're down to nearly 6 minutes to go. I think we take a punt on Cairns Central, like the shopping centre, and we hope for the absolute best that there is a...
Can you tell me where you see that?
It is straight under the heading of commercial. So in commercial, it talks about the shopping centres. Which I think, looking at this, might be our best shot. Because I don't want to take a punt on going to like Wollongong or like another place. Because we already know now from Cairns, a regional Australian city, that, God, this is funny. The Cairns Esplanade, blah, 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 opened. Though initially controversial, the 4,800 square metre pool has proved a very popular local attraction since its opening. In May 2003, the then Cairns Mayor, Kevin Byrne, declared that topless sunbathing is permitted here. What an incredible move by a male mayor. Kevin Byrne in 2003, the mayor of Cairns, came out and said, hey guys, topless sunbathing's all good. Go for it. Different times. I have no vested interest in this, but go for it. And council will be inspecting just to make sure you're doing it right. What do you mean doing it right, Mr. Mayor? Just... But also, if you want to do topless sunbathing, just please be hot. What the hell, Mr. Mayor? I don't know if you can... That's a crazy fact.
Look, politicians say all kinds of stuff these days, mate.
Imagine now, like Albo was like, and feel free to just do topless sunbathing at Uluru. That's part of my vicinity. Feel free to do it.
Well, you might say that.
Yeah, a couple of big rocks. Okay, I like Cairns Central. I think we do it.
All right.
For our final click, we are going to Cairns Central, which means...
1 click remaining.
And it also means...
5 minutes remaining.
5 minutes and 1 click. Now we're going through. We're having a look. Shit. It's a really short page.
Oh, it's not looking good, man.
It's not looking good at all.
Read out a bit at the top.
Cairns Central Shopping Centre is in Cairns City, far north Queensland.
Yep.
It's the biggest one. Blah, 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 blah. It was temporarily due to damage suffered from tropical cyclone Justin in 1997. I don't think that's a very good name for a tropical cyclone, personally. Justin.
No.
Needs to be a kind of random name.
The Bureau comes up with
Cyclone
the most boring
Narelle
stuff.
is a good one. Narelle's a random name.
I read a few of these out recently in the UK. They let the public submit names for their storms, and people come up with some great ones like Dame Judy Drench.
Drench, that's
that was
funny.
good.
Mm.
And what were some of the other good ones I read out? I can't even bloody remember.
There were some good ones.
Rainy McRain.
Anyway.
It's a tiny page, man. Cairns Central is...
Kmart's there, Bilo's there, Target's there, events, cinemas. Listen, we're not going to win. Cairns Central was named runner-up in the 2008 Queensland Shopping Centre of the Year Awards. God, that was a big night. Were you there? Do you know how much cocaine was getting around at the
really
Queensland Shopping Centre of the Year Awards? They're like, geez, more lines than outside our shopping centres on Boxing Day.
Have you got a favourite shopping centre? Big question.
I don't particularly like any of them. I don't like malls all that much.
Do you like Westfield shopping centres?
No.
No.
I don't really like capitalism.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm quite
oh, my God.
I'm quite repulsed when I walk around those places. I think, why aren't we just sharing all these why aren't the means of production being shared by the worker?
Who are you trying to impress? The chick you were talking to at the bowling alley right now?
I think she is pretty left-wing, to be honest. I forgot to finish my point about her. She likes sombrero. she reckons it was better than Guzman.
Oh, whatever,
She was like,
mate.
hey, Zambero, better than Guzman? Strike!
I'm sorry, but no modern love story recently has ever started with, you know where I met your mother? At a bowling alley.
What do you mean? That was like where everyone met in the 60s.
Yeah.
Well, I'm bringing it back.
No, you're not.
I'm bringing it back.
You're not bringing it back because she likes sombrero, so clearly all the freaks hang out there.
I reckon the number of people whose grandparents went to second behind the back of a bowling alley in the day, and you're telling me to disrespect their memory? Here?
How many bowling people who work in bowling alleys you reckon have ever stuck a pin up?
Oh.
Surely.
Yeah.
Surely, you know, the 8th pin goes missing. Oh, where is it?
Oh, no.
Oh, look.
More than you'd expect. It'd be like those people who end up in, like, our friends who were nurses in Townsville being like, you wouldn't imagine some of the things that we have to get out of people.
Yeah, like one of the... Oh,
And it's just blokes being like, I tripped and fell
Yeah.
on the deodorant can.
I don't know how. I work in a bowling alley and this thing just ended up my clacker.
I was mopping the lane and I fell and it went bing bong, don't tell my wife.
Brett's, I think
think
with just over a minute remaining...
Are you ready to call it
Well,
for
yeah.
our first ever game of Clickheads?
Game over, man. It's game over.
You get nothing. You lose.
Yeah, we've bombed out, mate. We tried to get from Louis Theroux, if you can remember all the way back then, to Guzman Y Gomez, and we failed like flops.
Can I say I don't think we were far off because the fact that we are at the we got from Louis Theroux to a page with one click remaining that has event cinemas, Woolworths,
Kmart,
Coles.
Target, yeah.
There is a world where they were like, they also have a food court, which includes, I just think whoever's done this page has done an absolutely terrible job.
Does it serve any interest right now? Just should we click on to the Guzman Gomez page and just see where we may have been able to get to?
Well, I'm just going to look up Guzman Gomez Cairns Central.
As
Just
you've
to
done
see if
that,
there even was one there.
I've jumped on the page.
And there, Guzman and Gomez has a location located in Earlville near Cairns Central. So I don't even think there's one in that shopping centre.
Honestly, and I've just gone
Cairns,
on to-
lift your game. You've probably got
Yeah.
about 15 sombreros, you Fruit Loops.
I'd be curious to know if we went to Dubbo, if Dubbo would have had it. But going onto their page, I mean, it's a small page, man. Like you know what? We probably need to think about this next time. The business side of it. Now, I know we don't know what venture funds started it up and all that kind of crap, but those are
I do,
maybe.
personally.
Well,
Speak for yourself. I know which venture fund started Guzman and Gomez.
go.
Capitalism.
Okay. You don't know shit.
So how big's the page?
Tiny, mate. There's 8 paragraphs on it.
Oh.
And yeah, maybe if we had worked out how to get to the casual dining restaurant or fast food franchising.
Well, it was our first time.
Yep.
And like a bowling alley up the bum, it's not always going to be nice the first time. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for being Clickheads. Now, we do have an Instagram page called Clickheads Pod.
Yep.
So you can not only message us there, please give us a follow, but also message us and let us know if you found a way to get there. What was your route? What was your tactic? How'd you find a way? And also, you can send through suggestions for what we do next time. So if you've got 2 topics that you think would be fun to try and weave our way through the maze that is the Wikipedia website, feel free to get in touch because we'd love to hear from you. And yeah, thanks for listening.
Can I end the show by asking you a would you rather question?
Oh, please.
This could be something we do at the end of every show.
Sure.
Okay. Would you rather, for the rest of your life, every 3 seconds, no matter what the series of events were, right? You couldn't control this and you just went. So someone could say, my family member is about to pass away, and you can't help but go.
Every 3 seconds.
Every 3 seconds for the rest of your life. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Or every 3 seconds of your life, you uncontrollably have to, your tongue will just stick out, go like a lizard. What would you rather for the rest of your life?
So it's every 3 seconds, no matter where. So I'm at a funeral.
Yep.
I'm at a funeral for the Ayatollah,
Yeah.
which I wouldn't
No.
really feel like attending. And I go, like in meetings and stuff.
Correct, yeah. You can't control like
or I'm going.
Brett's that sexual harassment case. Someone's made an allegation against you.
That sucks.
Or
That sucks.
you have to stick your tongue out every 3 seconds.
Like this. No sound. I'm taking the tongue.
You're taking the tongue. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I'm taking the tongue.
It seems a
I
little
say
bit
to you what I
less
say to my lovers on my birthday.
Oh, here we go.
Taking the tongue. Because at
Everything.
least the tongue, people might be like, he's got an ulcer and he needs to air it.
Yeah, that's what most people think when they stick the
You know
tongue
when
out.
you're
Maybe you
airing-
just got like a tick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I guess, yeah, if I had Tourette's, you could argue that for both of those. But I think a visual Tourette is better than not to pit the Tourette's community against each other, which I would never do.
No.
Even after the BAFTAs.
No, that was it. That was
But,
pretty
yeah. But
So you're taking the tongue?
I'm taking the tongue. What are you doing?
I'd probably take the tongue too.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm worried about dehydration. Because if I'm constantly doing that, like, is that expelling saliva to an extent my body can't keep up with?
Next week, let's get a saliva expert on.
A salivalist. A salival expert. Sorry, we thought we were getting someone from Survivor. It's actually someone who just knows lots about saliva.
Thank you for answering my question.
Thanks for asking it.
Yeah,
that was
cool.
great. All right. Well, thanks very much. We're Archie and Bretz. This has been Clickheads. And please subscribe to the pod. Share it with anyone you know. This has been the first episode. Don't know if you've heard, but there's heaps of podcasts. So if we're going to complete our goal of being taking down Theo Von and Hamish and Andy in 4 weeks, then we got some sharing to do. So please help us out.
Oh, Rogan's shaking in his boots.
Oh, Rogan's scared.
Oh, he is, yeah.
How often's Rogan talking about do you want a tongue or a giggle?
I haven't watched it recently.
Me neither. At all. All right. Well, thanks very much. Thanks for playing Kickheads.
Bye!
Don't forget to subscribe to the show and share with the clickheads in your life. Plus, you can send your topic suggestions for the next game to ClickheadsPod on Instagram. Thanks for playing Clickheads.